Good morning, everybody. It's a happy Taco Tuesday here. That's right. And you're allowed to say that because the evil one that is known as LeBron James wasn't able to trademark or in any way try to impinge common language. Thank goodness. That guy wanted to be paid for when people said Taco Tuesday. What an evil man. He's not even the best basketball player, but that's to be debated. I will say this, I'm glad each and every one of you are here, and I don't think you'd ever go about doing something so evil as to take common parlance and try to, make it your own and charge people for it. Anyway, good morning to each and every one of you, wherever you are, even if it's afternoon. I'm still saying good morning because where I am, it is, it's 7:44 in the morning or so, something like that. I want to say thank you to SWG Vrice gifting 20 CultureCasino memberships. That means we're getting a bear at the end of today's show. Thank you very much, SWG Vrice. That is amazing. Very generous, and thank you. Dale Fendel is here. Great to see you, my friend. Of course, Jill is out there wrenching away, along with our favorite polar bear, Snortopupus Cuber. That's right as rain. We are having a great week so far. California, on the other hand, not so much. Jed Revenwolf is in the house. What's up, Jed? Good to see you. The beautiful Deep Owl is over there on the green machine. The lovely Penny is here. Penny's always here. Penny's amazing. Thank you, Penny. And so many others are here on the regular. I really appreciate your support. I think you are all the whole reason that I'm here. I wouldn't be here otherwise. This experiment would have stopped by year one out of the 5 years I've been here. You guys are amazing, though. I appreciate you. Tobach is out there saying aloha. We got the Weatherman. Good to see you, my friend. Missed you yesterday. Good to see you, though, and we appreciate you, Weatherman. The gifter over there on the green machine. That's right. I'm called a grifter. Y'all are gifters. That's right. Or just plain Culturian. Speaking of history, 5 years ago today, we started to find little bits of history courtesy of Griffin. On June 10th of 1935 in Akron, Ohio, Dr. Robert H. Smith, Dr. Bob, and Bill Wilson founded Alcoholics Anonymous. There are chapters in most nations today, helping an estimated 10 million people. That is a wonderful thing to mention. A wonderful program for those of you who are fighting with your inability to control your drinking. Pretty amazing. One day at a time, my friends. One day at a time. Thank you, Griffin, and thanks to all of you, like the lovely Juliet from across the pond, who helps us here every single day. We've got a few others like SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor, who is here every day as well. And of course, Carl Singh, who made great comments on the video. I dropped 2 videos yesterday. I might drop 1 or 2 today. Watch out. Maravita. Great to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. And so many more, but we've got to go. Let's get to it. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whatever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. We have all of you out there who are responsible for this disastrous thing we do each and every weekday, and I love it. We've got decades between us and the joint venture that began Hulu's, existence, and now it's a solo venture. Disney did acquire the streaming service that really is only there to try to artificially prop up Disney Plus, which has been a huge disaster. They got away with it. 439 million. Pardon me. That was the payment to NBC Universal, which was not nearly enough, my friends. Not nearly enough. Iger's thrilled because he didn't have to pay the extra billions that it was actually worth, and now they're going to further irritate Comcast. I have a feeling that Mr. Roberts over there is about to theme park them into non-existence. That's right. Keep your eyes out. I think Epic Universe Phase 2 is underway. We've got, more information about this deal. The fact that they should have been paying well over the $9 billion singular stake to Hulu They should have written another big check for several billions, which they'd actually already set aside, expecting as much. But for some reason, the judges or arbitrators or whoever made this decision sided with Disney. Doesn't matter anyway. We're going to start to watch media companies and outlets melt away. There is nothing to worry about by the fact that Donald Trump will win the fight to defund National Public Radio, PBS, and local stations, and I think it's a good thing. And many of you probably do as well. We have no need for these outlets. They're clearly biased and kind of a hot mess, and I think we're both tired. All of us are tired of one-sided information. Time to turn off the tax funded portion of that at the very least. And maybe we need to start eliminating NGOs and start figuring out how we can get rid of those in this country next. Diddy is still paying the legal fees for an ex-girlfriend that's been testifying against him. That's right. Sean Diddy Combs is footing the bill. Jane, a woman who dated Combs from 2021 to 2024, said on the witness stand that Combs helped her hire the lawyer he is currently represented by, and that Combs is still paying the lawyer bill. This is the, what will we call it? A contentious witness, somebody that didn't want to testify against him. Paramount is cutting another 3.5% of its domestic workforce, citing linear TV declines and broader economy, not to mention the fact that they're going to have to write a check to Donald Trump. And, well, that'll be kind of fun for me. We got a few more to get through here. We got Jon Stewart calling Los Angeles our most flammable city. That's a pretty funny joke. But in all honesty, they're just setting public services on fire is all they're doing. And he makes a mockery of it, saying Trump happily lights the fuse. No, actually, y'all relit the fuse, and you continue to be just giant peddlers of lies, especially you, Mr. Stewart, trying to pretend to be in the middle somewhere. The Netflix chief, Ted Sarandos, unveils a plan to invest about $1 billion in Spanish originals. That translates to a lot of different countries, so that makes financial sense. CAA accuses Range Media Partners of stealing trade secrets in an agency battle that isn't going to go away anytime soon. Hollywood's always at war with each other. Sometimes the wars are just quieter. Wall Street is flat. At least that's what they were saying at the open of trade today. We're entering our second day, I guess, according to them, of trade negotiations. I would say we're rekindled some, and this is more than the second, but what do I know? And finally, a study finds little agreement between Republicans and Democrats on media sources that they trust. Let me tell you, I've been saying that for years now. Media trust has eroded, and even there's fights over, of course, Forbes and Wall Street Journal. I don't know how you fight over that. We got video game performers on strike for almost a year over AI. Issues have reached a tentative deal. Not that that's going to help the last years of development. And Trump's tariffs could cut U.S. deficits by $2.8 trillion over 10 years. But this article had a different title before, wondering if that was really worth it. Really worth it. Yeah, we need to save trillions of dollars if we keep overspending by trillions of dollars. Price wars grip China as deflation happens. $30 for a luxury Coach bag. Apparently, this comes to us from Reuters, so hey, it might actually be real. And looks like people didn't really respond well to the new liquid glass design or anything else Apple put out there in front of the public. Fox News seems to be topping everything all over again. I've got a video coming out about the complete destruction and elimination of all of the news brands out there. YouTube seems to be a great place to get views, 362 million of them in May. Wow. I wonder why people trust Fox News. Anyway, we got to get to the fact that, apparently, all kinds of information. Trump calls LA protesters insurrectionists after National Guard deployment. That's not great. Not great at all. And finally, bear breaks into family's backyard. Nobody prepared for what it does next. No, they're not. Los Angeles homeowner was stunned to find a black bear roaming about, and then this happened. Looks like the bear's headed to the pool. That's right. Bear in a pool. Bear in a pool. I want to say thank you to Who for gifting a Culture Casino membership. And again, for SWG Vice dropping 20 Culture Casino memberships on the ground, on the way out the door. Y'all are amazing. 21 memberships and a super chat. Y'all are incredible. I do appreciate you so very much for being here each and every day. On that note, we are going to end early. Head over to That Park Place for That Park Place Live on a Morning Magic. That's right. There's so much Disney news out there. I think our friend Vash Sky is going to guide us through all of the things that have recently happened. Once again, thank you to SWG Rice. And let's have a little bit of bear on the way out the door, shall we? Have a good day, everybody. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see you.